Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we are joined by the newest bare knuckle fighting championships champion, the Macedonian Nightmare. This man got into a 5-round war. I hope he doesn't take disrespect when I say this. I called that a bar brawl. That was
Yeah,
a
it was.
crazy fight. And if you are not entertained, you are not watching, because this guy puts on a show every single time he steps into the squared circle. You want to talk about a fighter. You want to talk about somebody who uses their heart to defeat people. You want to talk about adrenaline personified. This is the Macedonian legend, the Florida Playboy. We're talking about the champ, GoGo Slaveski. GoGo, thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you for the invite and for the introduction, brother. I really appreciate it. It's really amazing to be. It's the first podcast actually after the fight, so I'm really excited.
Hell yeah, man. Come on. We got to start with the fight. I mean, I saw your opponent's fight against Jake Lindsay.
Yes.
It was Connor Tierney. He fought before you, and man, they had a technical fight. It was very, they crossed their T's, they dotted their I's, as you would say. Very, very technical back and forth. Did you have a game plan to make that fight as chaotic as it was?
Brother, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I did had a game plan, and it was totally out of whatever you guys saw. It was definitely to be technical. It was definitely to like to bully him in a way, but it was not. The plan was not swinging like that wild, and it was pretty dirty fight in a way. I got hit in the back of the head the first round, so I kind of got concussed, uh, and and it was from there. It was survival mode, and it was all go instincts. So it was no technique behind it. It was no strategy behind it. It was all do or die basically. It was oh, I gotta get rid of this person in front of me. I was literally trying to kill him. I even bit him in the second round. A lot of people didn't see that, but he complained to the referee. But the referee, I think he didn't see it. I bit him on the chest. So so it was, I have to win by all means necessary. That was my mentality at that point.
You bit him in the chest. You pulled a Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield
Yeah, he
when you
was
were in
taller.
that.
I couldn't beat him in the ears. So my
Why
thing
did you
is
bite him?
actually on the nose. I like to bite people on the nose, but I couldn't reach.
Why did you bite him?
Oh man, I was just I have no explanations about that. It's just in the heat of the moment. I told you my mentality was I was, he was keep on holding me the whole time, and I was just so frustrated. I was like, let me get me off of you, you know, get you off of
Wow.
me, basically. Yeah,
Wow. Frustrated. Okay,
yeah,
so talk
frustrated.
talk talk tie that in for me, because you said you wanted to go out there and be technical. I mean, what were your coaches telling you? Did they like what you were doing? Because when I was watching it, although he was landing more punches, your punches were so much harder, man. It seemed like you were fighting with your heart out there and that it was working for you. Did your coaches try to tell you, hey, man, get back to your jab, get back
Oh,
to your
most
footwork?
definitely, yeah. They were
Or were
they
you
were definitely
frustrated?
like, they were every round they were telling me, get back to the game plan, like 1 2, this is what we worked on, jab, double jab, whatever, like
Right.
they were telling me everything that we worked on in the gym, and everything that you saw even on the documentary, like working in the gym, like pretty technically.
Yeah.
And me, I was a little bit stubborn, to be honest, and I was just like, I have to be go, and I have to, like, I wanted to knock him out so bad. So I was trying too hard, actually. I was trying too hard. he's a veteran. He was holding me. He was using his balance. He was, like moving me side to side. And as you said, even though the statistics were he landed more punches in the body, the thing is in the clinch you just touch and he was just getting numbers. But I landed the most significant punches, which is to the head basically. And a lot of people don't know how BKFC getting scored. This is not boxing. This is not I don't know, like MMA. This is bare knuckle. And uh, people look at the damage that you cause on the other opponent, on the opponent basically. So it's not about landing more number wise, landing, like circling around. It's about who's dominating, who's taking um the thing in his own hands basically.
Yeah, I mean, you could see the damage on his face. He was definitely wearing it, and there's no question you were throwing the harder shots. GoGo, sometimes you were throwing shots so hard you were going through the ropes, brother. I mean, that was
Yeah.
madness. So be honest with me now. Are
Mhm.
you going to adjust when GoGo makes his first title defense? Is he going to be
A
the
hundred
freaking
percent, brother. I can't be performing like this. Like I told you, I was on survival mode. But the thing is, I even said to the commentators, to the BKFC, they were asking me, what's your game plan before this fight.
right?
And I told them honestly, I said, listen, I can tell you fairy tales and I can tell you this is my game plan or that's my game plan. But as soon as the round starts and I get hit in the face, that game plan might go out the window. So I'm gonna be truly honest. I will definitely try my best to adjust and to implement my game plan from the training sessions. But brother, that's why I kind of moved to bare knuckle, because boxing, it was so boring for me, and this is something that I can actually be the violent animal that I am.
I mean, violent animal is right. If you bit your opponent, I mean, come on, brother. You're a hardcore fighter, man. It was so entertaining. It was an amazing fight. I certainly had a lot of fun watching it go. So at the very least, have people told you, holy shit, that was a good, exciting fight?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. People were amazed. A lot of people were in anticipation a little bit, because I'm not gonna lie, it was back and forth. He punched me
Right.
a lot of times. I was bleeding from the top of my head and from other places. So it was a war,
Yeah, it
brother.
was.
So people were biting nails.
Incredible fight. Let me just say hello to the people in the chat. We got people jumping in the chat. We do see you guys. We do appreciate you guys tuning in live. We've got the Macedonian legend. So, all right, I got to ask you now. You wanted to win the belt. Part of it cuz you're prideful. You're prideful of your small country you're representing. Are you going to bring the belt back home? Do we got anything planned?
Look at this, brother.
Oh shit. Oh shit. That looks so fresh.
Yeah, I did it yesterday.
I love it, dude. Wow. Okay, that I've seen like Alex Pereira, the UFC fighter, got the UFC belt tattoo. That's way more badass, brother. That was a good tattoo. Wherever you got that done,
Thank you,
congrats to
brother.
them. Give them
Shout
the
out to
plug.
Inkaholic. I did it in Inkaholic.
Very cool, man. That is a very cool. Hey, you earned it, GoGo. Congratulations.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now you just got the W, and you're like, I was saying, remember we did the deep cuts episode on you, and Billy came out there, and you guys were out on the boat, and you were talking about how your dad said, you could just drown anytime, but keep swimming. The whole thing, it was awesome. It was very, very inspirational. And I was thinking while I was watching that, man, it's like you're the first homegrown BKFC star. Do you want to get on pay-per-view? What is your goal now that you're champion, GoGo?
Man, sky's the limit right now. I definitely want to be a pay-per-view star. I definitely want to keep on making history. I'm healthy. I'm 29. I can I can do so much in the sport, and experience is definitely detrimental, and that's what I need. That's why I want to stay active. Is because I'm not. You can learn a lot in you can learn actually a lot in the gym,
Mhm.
but to execute on the same game plan that you did in the gym with gloves, it's not similar. It's because you're sparring and you're doing this and that with gloves. It's just different. It's People don't know what it takes to be a bare knuckle fighter and to perform on a highest level in front of a crowd under those lights, and just 2 minutes just being hectic,
Right.
just being full action. It's just a totally different game plan. I swear to God, I was a boxer. I'm 8-2 as a boxer. I even have a European title. But you put me back now in boxing, piece of cake. I swear to God, is I'll box forever.
Bryce Henry also fought on your card. He looked good. He got a knockout. Did you get a chance to watch his fight?
Yeah, he was flawless, man. The skill set that he showed, it was just pure. It was flawless. That's all I can say.
Are you going to fight him?
He's 155, and he's one of my homies. So we gotta have a huge amount of money to fight each other.
Right. Be a badass fight, though. Okay. All right. He looked good, man. He's coming up. So he wants to fight Palomino for the belt then.
Yeah.
Got you. Got you. Understood. So who is next for you then? I mean, Carlos Trinidad Snake. I'm trying to look down your list of
So this is the thing.
contenders.
Whoever BKFC wants me to fight, I will
Right.
definitely fight. I don't reject the fight. I will defend the title with whoever. But for me personally, who I want is Eddie Alvarez. Uh, yeah, man. I
Go
really
on.
like slap the fuck out of that boy.
Why do you want to slap Eddie Alvarez? Go,
Come
go.
on, brother. You coming in my sport. This is my sport. I'm one of the first people that they came into the sport. I totally appreciate. I mean, totally respect the success that he did in all this organization, the UFC and everything. Heads down to the. But this is my sport. You coming in my sport right now, and you can't be acting all this like big time just because I don't know. So let's say you finish at Oxford or at Harvard, like you think that you eligible to like fight in bare knuckle just because you have a diploma. Like you don't do that.
Right.
You know, if you coming, this is a totally different sport. UFC is definitely top notch, top level, but this is a totally different sport.
Well, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, we've seen MMA. I mean, Mike Perry's a good example of somebody who did transition well. Eddie
Mike,
Alvarez had that
yeah,
great
Mike is
fight
a
with
legend.
Chad Mendes. You watched that one, I'm sure.
Yep, I was not impressed.
Eddie Alvarez versus GoGo Slaveski. I think I'd buy a pay-per-view for that.
Yeah, yeah, I think that a lot of people would buy pay-per-view for that. Brother, I will sacrifice my face at all times. I will sacrifice it to land one punch. I'll give him three to land one. I'll give
That's
him
because
my
the
left
GoGo
eye
shot
every
hurts
day.
a little different.
What?
That's because when GoGo Slaveski hits you, it hits a little different. Yeah,
Yeah,
Eddie
it's a little
Alvarez
bit different.
is a shorter guy than you. I could imagine you
Yeah,
putting some big looping shots on him. Man, that would be that would be another exciting fight.
and I will be
Eddie Alvarez.
technical with him. At least the first round. I will
Okay.
be technical.
Got you. Got you. I mean, Eddie Alvarez versus GoGo Slaveski, amazing fight. You like that fight because right now, Mike Perry's out there. Is that a fight you could see yourself doing?
Brother, I called out Mike Perry before. I don't think they want to give Mike Perry to me, but I'm
You
moving
got
on
a
to the
belt
next.
now, though.
Yeah, that's true. I would love that fight.
Tell me right now, GoGo Slaveski versus Mike Perry. You're signing the contract, aren't you?
Oh my God, I'm signing it tonight.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. These are the types of fights that are going to take you to that whole new level. And it's kind of amazing that Mike Perry's had all these bare knuckle fights, but he's never fought for the belt. You have a bare knuckle fighting championships belt. I think that fight makes perfect sense.
For me and for you, definitely. But we got to see what the organization is saying, and you can go against their plan. So basically, I would call out anybody and everybody that it makes sense for me. But it's not up to me. At the end of the day, I don't know what they're based the matchups on, but we'll see.
Break these down for me then. Let's start with Eddie Alvarez. GoGo Slaveski versus Eddie Alvarez. How does that fight go down?
Brother, I really don't take him as a Mike Perry is more of a serious opponent than Eddie Alvarez. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I would approach Mike Perry more tactical than Eddie Alvarez. I would go hands down with Eddie Alvarez. Like sacrifice my face at all times. I don't give a fuck if he hits me. I don't really believe in his power. And I'm not trying to underestimate nobody. It's just what I believe in. Maybe I'm delusional, but we'll see. If he signs the contract, maybe he can prove me wrong,
I'll tell you what, I met Eddie Alvarez years ago, and then I saw him at the event. I talked to him before and after he fought Chad Mendez. Brother, he put on some more muscle, man. He's trying to hit a little bit harder in bare knuckle fighting. Eddie Alvarez found the weight room. You're not concerned about that power, though.
No, brother, no, I'm not concerned about anybody's power at all. I saw that Eddie Alvarez has a problem with a lefty, which showed me with Conor McGregor fight. So we'll see. And that was years ago. That was years ago when he was in his prime.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean,
I'm not underestimating nobody. I always take my opponent seriously, but I'm speaking what I believe in.
Yeah, Eddie Alvarez drew Conor McGregor out to that fight. I mean, Conor came to see him versus Chad Mendez. That's where that Mike Perry face-off came in, which ended up being the highlight of the night after such great fights. Of course, Conor McGregor steals the damn spotlight, but that's just that's the level of spotlight that fight would generate, GoGo. I love that fight for you, but I gotta say, I think the Mike Perry one makes perfect sense because Mike just re-signed with the organization.
I would love that.
You have respect for him. Tell me, what does a Mike Perry versus GoGo Slaveski fight look like?
Oh, that's gonna be bloody, brother, because he try to bang, and I'm trying to bang too, and I don't think that we even gonna touch the ropes. There's gonna be blood everywhere, brother. I would love that. I would love that fight. It's gonna be definitely 2 rounds of blood, which I'm definitely gonna, punish him after the second round.
You speak with a lot of respect, almost maybe I dare say admiration for Mike Perry. Why do you respect Mike Perry?
You cannot disrespect a warrior, brother. Like you see his fights. I cannot talk shit about Mike Perry. I do want to fight him, and I was trying to tease him last time on my call out, so he can accept the fight. But I really would love to exchange blows with somebody that's trying to bleed. I think that we have a similar mentality, and which is what I saw with Jake Lindsay. We have a similar mentality with Jake Lindsay too. He's just a different fighter. He's a wrestler a little bit. That's why the fight looked dirty. And he was trying to grab this and that. I'm throwing my back, whatever. It's just, it was a little bit slugfest, like you said, a bar fight. But with Mike Perry, he will stand over there and I will stand over there, and it's gonna be like, all right, let's see who's gonna go down first.
Let's see who backs up first. You'll really make that toe to line, that line of scratch. You guys will really make that thing count.
Yeah.
I love it, buddy. To respect your time, I've only got you for 5 more minutes, so I want to ask you two funny questions, I guess. The first one, Alan Belcher says that Alexander Usyk is scared to fight him in bare knuckle fighting championships. What did you think about the low blow that Alexander Usyk took over the weekend? And
Yo,
do you agree with Belcher? You think he wouldn't want to bleed like this in bare knuckle fighting championships?
I
You echo
definitely
that.
agree. I definitely agree with the champ that he definitely don't want the smoke in bare knuckle, and which is totally like acceptable. If you don't want bare knuckle, totally understandable, because a lot of these boxers are used to pillows, and they don't want none of this. It's a totally different sport, brother. Like, people don't see it because it's kind of similar, but it's different sport. And about the Usyk, he brings his pants up too, like, he those fucking shorts up too high. I'm like, I don't know if it was a low blow. I think it was really on the stomach. It was on the lower part of the stomach, but definitely not in the balls, and definitely not for to make a scenario about it. I mean, I got hit in the back of the head, and I continue, like, people trying to cash a check, and that's what tells me that he will never move to bare knuckle. If you try to, like, cash a check like that, that means that you just over there for the money.
I mean, he might have learned that from Tyson Fury, pulling up those shorts nice
Right.
and high to avoid
But
the.
you can't blame them. You can't blame them. At this point, they're businessmen. At
Right.
this, not everybody gotta have a warrior mindset. Not everybody gotta think like me. Oh, I gotta die. I'm a little bit locked out, so I can't say to people, "Oh, you gotta think like me too." Maybe you want to be a yoga instructor after this boxing career. I don't know what's your desires and
Alexander
aspirations.
Usyk, the yoga instructor. I'd take the class. GoGo, you said it's like pillows. So you're saying a boxing bare knuckle doesn't feel like this? It's not nice like this?
No, it doesn't feel like that at all, brother.
What
At
does a
all.
bare knuckle against your face feel like, GoGo? Against another professional? A little bit different?
In those moments, you're under adrenaline, so I don't really think about, at least me, I don't think about the blows. I really try to, like, just uh I I sometimes I put my head down to see if I'm bleeding, and I'm like, oh, okay, good, I'm not bleeding. Like, the doctor is not gonna stop the fight. As long as the doctor is not gonna stop the fight, I'm good. Let's go.
I got you were born for this, GoGo.
Yeah, I wish I was born with a little bit more brain, to be honest.
All right. We'll end with this. GoGo Slaveski, tell me your favorite female rapper.
Oh my God. Uh, no, it's probably gonna be EVE.
EV. Okay. I
Yeah.
said Angel Hayes. I remember Angel Hayes came out with that song. I can't remember it though, brother. But I saw, just for people who don't have context, GoGo put on his Instagram story what he thought about female rappers, and it's not your favorite music.
No, it's definitely not my favorite, and I definitely want to shut it down. It's totally inappropriate for the younger kids, and it's not educational at all, and it doesn't have a story, and it's just we I I can go on and on. It's just definitely gotta be out of the list. People gotta start listening to Whitney Houston, and
I
uh,
mean, and I don't doubt that there is some out there. It's not like we're saying women aren't capable of rapping. That's not it at all. It's just more
no,
like
no,
the popular female rap right now is
yeah,
real bad.
it's yeah, it's extremely bad. It has no content. It has no lyrics. It's bad. I'm not saying that male rappers doesn't make don't make bad rap too. There's some garbage rappers too, but there's also very quality, rappers that are you know, they have lyrical, stories and those kind of stuff. When it comes to the females, by far, ah, I haven't heard.
A good one, right? Me either. And the chat agrees with you. Fax says Houdini beats. Valtra says agreed. So apparently we're not the only ones who are doing this. I mean, I train women. I trained this girl Allie and even Yvonne, although maybe she likes the rap a little more. These girls are like skipping these songs, like, oh my God, this song again. These are bad. You know, I don't even want to say the lyrics. They're so ridiculous. So I'm with you on that. That's not what you guys are playing in the gym.
No, definitely not. If that starts playing, either walking away or bad performance is on the table.
GoGo, that's my time with you today. Please tell the people what is next for GoGo Slaveski. What should they do if they're like, you know what, I'm a GoGo fan. What's next for the people?
Next for the people is definitely I'm gonna heal up first, and then I will definitely defend the title with whoever the organization wants me to defend the title with. But me personally, hopefully, Eddie Alvarez accept my challenge and we can run it, because he's in my house right now and I've seen him on a couple of events. He's coming and observing and everything. So I don't think it's needed anymore to be in the crowd. I think that we got to scrap.
Got you. Hey,
and who is better opponent for him than me? Like, come on, I got the title now.
I love it.
I think we should go.
I think you guys should go. I think that's a big fight. I think you both have something to gain there. You've got the title for him, so that makes perfect sense. And on your end, Eddie Alvarez is going to be a big fight, GoGo. I would love to see you become that pay-per-view headliner. Your style is definitely hand in hand with an entertainment value, very, very high entertainment value. I see it, and I know the world's going to start seeing it as well. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most badass fighters amongst a sport full of the most badass fighters in the world, the Macedonian King. He doesn't need gloves to throw down. He likes to do it bare knuckle. One of the toughest individuals on this planet and the most badass man in Florida. And you know the Florida man thing. I mean, this guy brings it to a whole other level. So much respect for you, GoGo. Thank you for taking the time. I can't wait to see you back.
Hold on, somebody's calling me. Hello? Okay.
There's the belt.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Hey, you got the belt there, and then you got the belt one other spot.
Yes, I don't walk around anywhere without it, without this one or without that one. I even go to the supermarket with it.
A man with humble beginnings. I mean, not to chalk up old stuff, but I'll just say it like it is because I think it's an important inspirational message. A guy who went from sleeping in his car, sleeping at friend's house, not having any money, to here he is the champion in the sport that he entered. GoGo, it's an incredible story, and I got a feeling it's still just the beginning.
I swear to God, brother, I promise you, you will see. And I appreciate you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you, GoGo. Ladies and gentlemen, there he goes. The Macedonian GoGo Slaveski. Have a wonderful night, GoGo. Thank you.
You too. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Peace. There he goes, folks.